I mean, you're probably just gay or something. Have you actually tried not being trans? Have I? Have I? Yeah, we have. That's the whole point of transitioning. Because we tried not being trans, and yeah, that doesn't work. God. Inside me, there are two boobs. One hurts. The other one also hurts. They're both growing and they're starting to hurt. Hey, well, you know what they say. Sore means more. There's only two genders. Huh? You know, not only is that wrong and harmful, it's downright boring. You know, I remember going to a queer prom last year in my city and like, there legit was somebody outside holding a sign just like this. Like, people do this, but you know, like, they're not doing it because they're trying to convince anybody. They know that they're not going to convince anybody. They're doing it to try to like isolate people and make people feel hated and unwelcomed, right? Like somebody who holds up a sign like this in front of a queer prom where, you know, like there's going to be a lot of queer people. Yeah, no, they know what they're doing. They know they're not there to actually convince people. They're just being hateful. Sex is the same as gender. I don't remember having gender with your mom last night. Cute face, soft breasts, thick thighs. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girls. But Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction. Penis! The insight into men's brains I was giving my female friends growing up. Oh, whoa, that was worthless. Oh, yeah, I guess that was worthless, huh? Coming to dad for the first time. Wah, 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 wah. Anyway, take this online test. I think you have autism. Mother finding out I didn't stop looking at trans stuff. Wah, 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 wah. Also, I think I'm gonna get you tested for autism. I'm starting to think they believe you have to be neurodivergent if you're trans. Oh, yeah, it's not like... There is an overlap with neurodivergence and like gender identity differences. And yeah, sure, the Venn diagram between trans and autism does overlap quite a bit, but like just because you're trans doesn't mean you're autistic or doesn't mean you're even neurodivergent anyway. Just came out to my niece therapist and she was super supportive and chill. What the is this really happening? Good for you. I'm glad. I mean, your therapist should be super supportive and chill. That should be the norm. If your therapist isn't, they might not be a good fit for you. Me wanting to take estrogen, but also afraid it will make me not a lesbian anymore. Oh, hun, no. No. Estrogen will probably not do that. I mean, if anything, estrogen's made me more of a lesbian. Like, I remember seeing a lot of anecdotal accounts that like people's sexuality changes when they take HRT. And I mean, it's a very complex issue, you know? It can't just be that like more estrogen will make you more attracted to masc presenting people because, well, like lesbians exist, you know? I think your sexuality is a lot more complex than just the hormones in your body. And, you know, discovering your sexuality can be really complicated and hard. And, you know, I think that for a lot of people going through like a gender identity discovery, and especially before going through that discovery and before accepting, when they're still, you know, not comfortable in their body, not comfortable with how they're presenting, not comfortable with how they're being seen, it's very hard and difficult to like, you know, properly explore your sexuality comfortably and safely. So I think it kind of makes sense that a lot of people after going through a transition might discover things about their sexuality and might find that, oh, actually, things have shifted and changed. Like if somebody finds that their sexuality changes after taking HRT, well, there might have been stuff there before that just, you know, you weren't able to explore properly. But that's reversible. What if you regret it? Huh. I already regret I didn't start sooner. God, yeah, the whole regret argument sucks because, yeah, either way, you're probably going to regret something. Like there's no inaction carries with it regret the same way that action can carry regret. If you lived your life trying to avoid all regret possible, you wouldn't be able to do anything because that's not simply possible, you know? Hey, I'm feeling cute today. Click. Oh, yeah, that's a mood. Are girls above 5'10" even girls? Oh, huh? People are going, the taller the girl, the more skirt to twirl, sister. Boy, I'm going penis surgery. Girl, okay, I love you. Boy, love you too, baby. Boy, wake up to see Doc, no GF. Boy, where my GF? Doc, who you think who you think gave you the penis? What? Okay. The masculine urge to have bangs and wear skirts and have boobs and wear makeup and be pretty. Yeah, very masculine. My New Year's resolution was to be new and improved as a person, and I figured out I was a girl, so wow, talk about being new. Hell yeah. You've entered the average trans femme room. Oh, that is a lot of blow highs. And you got the trans flag and the lesbian flag in the back. Very nice, very nice. Before I put on that weird headset that trapped me here, I felt trapped in a male body, but now I can't believe it. I'm a girl. A cute and pretty girl. Oh, I don't know if this is where the plot's going of this. If you don't know what this is the Amazing Digital Circus, which just came out and like reached over 100 million views in its first 4 weeks. You know, the creator of this, Gooseworks, is a trans woman, I think. So I wouldn't be surprised if some character in the show turned out to be like, you know, have this kind of dynamic towards him. I don't know if it's going to be Pomni or somebody else, but, you know, we'll see. You like kissing trans girls, don't you? Why, yes. How'd you know? I know trans lesbians are real lesbians because you can put 50 cute and single ones in a room together and they will all complain about how hard it is to find a cute single queer girls and then go home alone. Wow, absolutely destroyed. Trans men don't owe you masculinity. Trans women don't owe you femininity. NBs don't owe you androgyny. Trans people don't owe you shit. Yeah, being a trans man shouldn't just be about not wearing dresses, and being a trans woman shouldn't be about just wearing dresses. If somebody's trans, they are just their gender. They're just themselves. It doesn't matter what they wear or how they present. It doesn't matter how masculine or feminine that presentation is. Gender presentation and gender identity are two different factors. They don't need to be the same parameter. Hey, pretty girl, can I get a taste of that candy? Depends. You've got any allergies? Because I come with nuts. Oh, I like that. Also, just to give some context for this comic, this isn't actually meant to be a trans woman. The comic is called Kerfluffles, and this person here is actually a femboy named Garrett. So, you know, it's femboy representation rather than trans femme representation, but I still think this joke works really well for trans women. Watching soft-spoken intellectuals come out of the closet as trans feminine and rapidly transform into melodramatic hot girl shitposters is one of the great joys of the internet. Okay, listen, I'm in this picture and I don't like it. I don't know if I consider myself a melodramatic hot girl, and I'm not really a shitposter, but, you know, certainly I've come out of my shell quite a lot since coming out, and, you know, before, probably the people who watch my streams would describe me as a soft-spoken intellectual. My stepdad starts a conversation with me. He mentions my long hair. He says people don't just grow out their hair for no reason. Oh god, he totally knows. I hope he doesn't push that conversation on you. Like, people should be able to come out and like talk about themselves when they feel comfortable and safe. We can use these costumes to catch Pikachu. I want to be the nurse, please. T-shirts, button-ups, polos, so many options. Yay. Oh wow, pants or shorts. Such variety. Why are men's clothes so boring and limited? Women's fashion is so much better. Just say it! You want to wear women's clothing. You're a girl. No, canon event, can't interfere. Just 15 more years. God, if I could go back and just like hand myself in the past like a stack of women's clothing and be like, here, this is what you actually want to wear. Stop complaining. You don't like this because you don't like this kind of clothing because it's not your style, because you're not a guy. Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah, I feel this very strongly. I'm pretty sure I've said these exact words in this order before sometime in my life. Trans women have male socialization. My brother in Christ, she can barely talk to the cashier and spends all day on the computer. She has no socialization at all. She's me for real. Oh, I should get the skin peeled off my face and my skull shaved down. Yeah, that sounds like a great thing to do. Facial feminization surgery is very scary. It is very scary. When I finally realized why I hated clothes shopping when I was a kid, yeah. Yeah, that's a mood. I remember this one time I was brought to like this big discount clothing store where like everything was $5 to $10. And, you know, it was like, great, cool. We can get a whole bunch of clothes for fairly cheap and maybe get some clothes for the summer, I think was the intention, which meant, you know, shorts. And I didn't like shorts. I have never liked shorts. Like, they always made me feel very uncomfortable to wear. And, you know, it's because I hated my legs. I had like huge leg dysphoria. I don't know, this shopping trip that should have been like fine and whatever, just buying cheap clothes, became kind of miserable, and then got criticized or kind of got in trouble when I didn't pick out any shorts because, like, yeah, why wasn't I picking out shorts? It's gonna be summertime. Why am I buying why am I just keep buying jeans? Because all I wear is jeans. Yeah, don't worry about this guy. He just points at super valid trans people. Oh hey, that's me. Bought skirt, wore skirt, loved skirt. Discovered a day later that the skirt had pockets on the side. I am now married to the skirt. Why does Sparrow taste so good? Like kind of minty freshness to it? Yummers. Yeah, it does, right? It really does. It's just, yeah, I didn't expect that. I just popping in to say, I hope you're having a good day, and I'm sorry this video took so long to get out. These last couple months have been really rough for so many reasons. Like, it's just one thing after the other, you know? By the way, while I have you aside here, here's some nice art I commissioned recently that looks really cute. This wolf is commissioned by Karmadash, and this furry art of me was commissioned by High Priestess Scarlet, and the beautiful art you saw in the beginning was commissioned from Pocket Droid. And I animated that, and I really like it. I really, really like it. You might notice it's actually my new profile picture on YouTube. That's probably gonna stick for a little while. All right, back to the video. Me, professionally trans, encountering amateur transphobia. Pathetic. Yeah, this kind of is my response to a lot of like amateur transphobia at this point, especially when I'm streaming. Like, if somebody comes in while I'm streaming and tries to be transphobic, a lot of the times I'm just like, come on, do something better, get better material. Like, do people really think going into a trans woman's chat full of other queer community members and saying like, oh, you sound like a guy, or you're male, do they really think that matters? Do they think that impacts me in any fucking way? No. You think I've never heard of that before? You think you're the first person to say that? No. Get the fuck out. Why do trans guys not like to gossip? They don't like to spill the tea. I'm sorry. Oh my god. That's excellent. Please don't apologize. That's fantastic. A cat that hides from or is scared of the women in my family really likes me. And I'm closeted trans mask. Aww. Aw, that's sweet. Ah, yes, the 3 genders. Male, female, or diverse. Realistic transition goals? Nah. Blowhigh. Blowhigh? What? You want to transition to blowhigh? Also, I like whatever this edit is of this classic meme that has been used so many times. Like over here. Getting gender envy from a cartoon or anime. Nah. Getting gender envy from someone IRL. That someone is you. I feel like that's just self-love. I guess you could be envious of like different parts of yourself, maybe, if you feel like you can't reach or like behave or act in the same way or do the same stuff as you can in different contexts, if that makes sense. My 101010M child is now identifying as non-binary. I want to be supportive, but what the fuck is a 2? WTF is trans rights. I thought you guys were leftists. Oh, hey, Amity. Ow! Damn it. I shouldn't have to do this. Fuck. Yeah, this has happened a lot more times than I really want to share. You know, a lot of my dysphoria is gone at this point, and still, like facial hair, shaving, this is what gets to me. This is what can break me down really quickly. Trans women are women, trans men are men. Non-binary people are right behind you. My mom, I'm starting to get beard hairs because of you being on T. Me with a completely smooth face. That's not how the Force works. Yeah, it's really not how that works. What the hell? Why get bottom surgery if I'm already a bottom? Yeah, good question. I mean, I'm not gonna get bottom surgery. Probably not. Maybe. I don't think so, though. Meeting my past selves, 20-year-old self. You're me? What happened? 13-year-old self. No, 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 no. This isn't what God had planned for your life. 5-year-old self. I'm gonna be pretty. Oh. I mean, yeah, there's a lot of times in my life that, like, I wasn't ready to come out. Even with it being what I truly wanted inside, because, you know, I was actively fighting against it and denying it, yeah, I probably wouldn't have reacted very well. You're probably cis. No, I want to be trans. Imagine having a fulfilling life as a woman. I would be so happy. Okay, you're obviously trans. Shut up. Don't let the self-doubt get to you, you know? Like, thinking about it, having uncertainty, having doubts, that is all part of the process. Like, yeah, you're not supposed to have all the answers or know 100% for certain. A lot of the times you can only really learn by exploring and seeing how you feel about stuff. It's okay to be uncertain. It's okay to have doubts. That'll happen. I had to write countless documents, plead my right to exist against strangers, and wait so many months. But in the end, it was all worth it. Yeah, it does take a lot of work. Like, it's a lot more paperwork than you might expect, even in the places where you can do it, where you aren't being actively blocked by, you know, like shitty, hateful, transphobic politics. And the whole thing about like needing to go against a court to submit your name and gender change, like, it really shouldn't be that hard. No, no way. And what did you do? Goodness. I curse you to be a pretty princess. Oh my god, for real? Oh, my hero. Oh, marry me. Huh? Trans girl, call me Olive. Trans guy, he needs to one-up everyone around him. Oh yeah? Call me Oliver. Envy who didn't come here to make friends. Oh, hi there. I'm Olivest. Origin story? Hey, Friendly Running Indie here. My mom's friend's husband. By the way, this is my son, Felix. Yo. Ah, hello. Wait, she has a son? Why wasn't I aware of this? Didn't she have 3 daughters? And his name is Felix? That's the first time I'm hearing of him. God, he looks pretty old, too. Could this mean... No, it can't be. He's adopted? Jesus, maybe he was her sister's son. I don't even want to think about the implications of that. Poor woman. Later. He thought what? Huh? Hey, hang on. Are you trans? Oh, I wish I had more moments like this. Babe, I don't want to do this. Oh, come on, it'll be fun. Just humor me, please. And done. So, babe, what do you think? Hey, why do you have that flag? Oh, I just like the colors. Oh, all right. Sus, put on the brush. It's hopeless. Oh, Sally, you look beautiful. Oh, that's cute. Sally Mae's cool. Gender envy from normal means, or gender envy from cute orc girls. Well, I mean, why is that weird? What do you got against orc girls? Come on. Girls when they're stuck in the wrong body. Man, I wish I looked like him. I'm totally a girl. You have to believe me. I'm totally a feminine, girly girl, woman, womanly, feminine, feminist, woman, daughter, lady, madame, miss, ma'am, gal, ever alive. I'm totally, egg. Looks happy. Are you okay? Is in agony. But 1 year later, got bed hair, ratatouille. My handsome boy. Looks miserable but is happy, and the Egbert shirt. Well, welcome to the Homestuck fandom. So the implication here is that you transitioned into a tired John Egbert? I mean, yeah, I'm here for it. I am so sorry, but he looks exactly like me. It's like that time that someone else said I looked like a default trans mask and gave the most bizarre gender soup anyone has ever seen. Default trans mask. Oh my god. Wait, so the default trans femme is, you know, programmer socks, skirt goes spinny, and the default trans mask is Sean Egbert? Okay. FTJE, Female to John Egbert. Oh, what a true gamer outfit looks like. I want to be her. I mean, you know, I want to say, you know, if you're just like doing stuff at home and you're just relaxing, you don't need to dress up. You can just wear comfy clothes like pajamas or sweatpants, and that's fine. But I used to, and kind of still do, dress up for stream and recordings like every single time. It's only very recently that I started just, I don't know, wearing pajamas sometimes. I'd wear like skinny jeans and be dressed up as if I'm going to go out and do my makeup and everything. And yeah, on the one hand, it was kind of unnecessary, but you know, it was to make me feel better. So, you know, I can't really say anything about this. The 7 deadly sins: wrath, grah, envy, sloth, eepy, lust, oh my god, the fucking pumpkins, greed, gluttony, blow, and worst of all, dead naming. Good day, Roland. How I feel in my new dress. Now I'm a pretty lady. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. Who's a pretty lady? Who's a pretty lady? I love dresses. I mean, I didn't know I would like them as much as I do. And I get that they're not for everybody, absolutely. But like, my God, just having a nice dress is such an easy outfit that looks fantastic pretty much all the time. Like, there are so many times that I've gotten complimented on my outfits and my clothing, or like I'm just walking around or go to the store and somebody like says like, oh wow, you have a really nice dress. And all I'm wearing, all I did is just the dress. And that's pretty much it. It's one piece of clothing and I look like I dressed up to go out looking really fancy and nice. It is excellent. Bzz, 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 bzz. Hello, is this dead name? No, sorry, he died. Oh, my condolences. Beep. Wait, what did I just say? That's a very good bit. I would do that one day. Me when I uncover my hidden trans lore and discover that I've been trans since I was 5. What? Yeah, right? Sometimes there are some signs that you can pick out to say like, well, yeah, actually, you know, there were some threads here in the past. Not all the time. Sometimes it's lots more subtle. Like, you gotta remember that these like stereotypical gendered things, like, you know, maybe playing with girl toys or liking girly colors, wanting to wear girls' clothing, or just like hanging around other girls around you. Like, yeah, those can all be signs of something, and reverse or trans mask, but also just because you don't have any of that doesn't mean that there weren't any signs you were trans at all. They just might be more subtle. Like, if you discover that you're trans now, it stands to reason that actually you've been trans your entire life. So if you can't find signs when you think back to your past, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. There might not just be anything explicitly memorable that you can really pick out or remember. Or, you know, sometimes you forget stuff. This dummy just spent like, I don't know, like $9 just to feel affirmed as a funny Reddit. Wait, you could buy avatars? You can buy like avatar stuff for your Reddit avatar? What? Okay, yeah, no, I get it. Oh, when they dig up your skeleton, they'll see your female bones. Bitch, I'll be dead. Who the fuck cares? Also, I'll be cremated. Yeah, honestly, who cares? Also, just not how bones work. That's not how that works. It is pretty difficult to discern gender from bones, actually. Like, you make a lot of mistakes if you only look at the bones. You gotta look at all the other resources and context around the burial to kind of get an idea of the identity of the person. Bones look similar. Don't listen to whatever those like transvestigators like try to make you think. No, you can't tell gender or sex from bones. Today, a customer assumed I was a girl and didn't immediately apologize or correct upon hearing my voice. Let's fucking go. Oh, yeah. Also, tiefling. I like tieflings. They're very, very nice. When are we gonna have puberty? You've already had it. Yes, but we had first puberty. What about second puberty? Oh, don't worry. It'll hit you. It'll come. According to transphobes, I'm a man and my girlfriend is a woman. So, technically, we're a straight couple and our relationship is totally normal. I know this is implied with the quotations, but your relationship would always be normal. I see my best friend again after a long time apart. I finally told him my chosen name. He says I already told him. My memory issues made me forget. I never noticed because he kept calling me by my dead name. That doesn't sound like a very good friend, does it? It really sucks to find these things out about people you consider close, but I mean, if somebody's being shitty to you, it doesn't matter if they're nice 90% of the time, they're still being shitty to you. Watching a comedy movie and suddenly a very transphobic joke is made. Everything hurts and I'm dying. Yeah, it really does hurt. In a long-lasting way, too. The only visible exposure to trans people I had growing up was jokes made at the expense of trans people. It was like transphobic jokes. And so my understanding of trans people, or what being trans was that society hates trans people and laughs and makes fun of them. And by extension, trans people are wrong. And by extension of that, I was wrong. My existence was wrong, and it should be something that I shouldn't ever talk about or share. And so I didn't. And a lot of time passed before I was able to get past that. That is a big part of the reason why positive representation is important. It is important for people to see themselves represented in media in positive ways, especially when they're normally seen being made fun of and hated. It really isolates people and makes it hard to live and exist and just accept who they are. Nobody should have to go through this. So I heard you're part of that community now. Huh? Just for your information, I refuse to date a so-called man like you. I'm looking for a man that can start a family with me, so don't even bother trying to flirt with me. Got it? Sexualizes everything that exists. Racist, won't respect boundaries, disrespectful. Yeah, alright. Oh, phew. Oh no, I can't date the terrible people who I'll never be interested in or ever want to have anything to do with in the first place. Woe is me. Alpha male? No thank you. I want to be an EP princess. Some men have a vagina. Some girls have a penis. Get over it. I still don't understand why it should matter to anybody else. Like, why do people keep asking me what's in my pants? Like, you're not going to see either way. I could say anything and like, what? I'm not going to pull my pants down for you. Get weirdos. Then, wow, I could look so cute in that. If only I was a girl. Now, wow, I could look so cute in that. If only it wasn't so effing expensive. Yeah, right? The feminine urge to sit like this, but the masculine knowledge that this position will crush my nuts. Oh, I still sat like this. I still sat like this a lot. Honestly, I probably had a little bit of a hyperfixation with like crossing legs and trying to understand the like biomechanics of it, which, I mean, it's not actually that complicated. But for whatever reason, when I was younger, I was like super hyper aware of how people sat and how they crossed their legs or if they didn't cross their legs. And I think I convinced myself at some point when I was younger that, you know, like maybe there was something physically different with male legs versus female legs that allowed or like meant that, you know, women would cross their legs and men wouldn't. Like, surely there must be some physical reason why women cross their legs and men don't, right? Like maybe different kneecaps or different leg lengths that allow for this, or like hip position, hip width, hip angle. I was looking at like hip angles and stuff, and no, that's all. There's nothing there. It's just some people cross their legs and some people don't. But that's just an example of the kind of deep rabbit holes that my young little egg brain would often go down to try to explain why I can't be trans and why surely I'm not trans and why actually there must be some difference and I can't actually be a girl, right? Well, after years of studying myself, I came to the conclusion that, yeah, no, I'm a girl. There wasn't any logicking my way out of it. I hope you liked the video. Really glad I was able to get something out after so long. I'm going to do my best to make sure that the wait isn't this long for the next one. At least know that if you don't see any videos from me for a while, I'm still around and I'm still doing stuff. I don't have any intention to stop anytime soon. You'll probably find me streaming on Twitch a lot more frequently. So, you know, if you want to like keep up with what I'm up to, stop by the Twitch or join the Discord. It is meant to be an adult community, so, you know, keep that in mind. But we do keep it, you know, family safe and wholesome and safe for work, all that kind of good stuff. It's just a cozy space to hang out, pretty much. A nice queer little hangout. Also, I think it'd be nice to do a kind of like Ask Me Anything video at some point soon. I'll probably make a community thread about that when I am starting to really plan it. But, you know, if you have any questions for me, like anything you want to ask, it could be like technical stuff about how I do my videos or how to do the model or, you know, all that kind of stuff, or translated questions, or just questions about my life, I guess. I don't know. Anything you want to know, just ask and I'll probably answer, and then it'll maybe end up in a video. I am going to do my best to get the next video out a lot sooner. I don't want big gaps like this to be, you know, too frequent. It's just hard when a lot of life things get in the way, and yeah, the last couple months have been really hard with many different things happening. But anyways, take care of yourselves, everybody. Bye.